One second. Good.
Work with real world data, and deploy the model to the various client requirements and business use cases. Before diving into the current data set, let me give a quick background of the intermediate hot seat presentation data set that I had used. It's also from the medical industry, but however, that data set was small to medium, was about predicting depression, which is a categorical target, and they had used decision trees and logistic regression to make predictions. The performance metrics were different there: accuracy, precision, recall, confusion matrix, ROC, AUC, with the various metrics that we evaluated the model on. While the previous data set is of not significance now, but this should give a comparison of how our approach has evolved. We have now looked at a more comprehensive large data sets from the medical industry only, which is related to, as I already said, predicting insurance premium, and which is a regression target. We have built and deployed XGBoost for our current use case. Our performance metrics are also different. We are now looking at R square and root mean square error to measure the performance of the model. Before building the model, a very, very important step is to understand data. Let's look at some of the activities of the exploratory data analysis. Our dataset has 21 features in training and 20 in tests. And as we already discussed, the premium amount is the target for predicting. This is a large dataset. The train has 1.2 million and the test has 0.8 million. As per Kaggle, both these datasets are synthetically generated but based on real-world data. Listed below are the different features which are part of the both training and the test dataset. Age, for example, older customers would bring in high risk profiles. Annual income, higher income would mean higher coverage needs. Health score, it's a very important metric to say that it is very important for a medical insurance. It tells the health condition of the customers and the insurance coverage the customer would need. Likewise, there are various numerical as well as categorical features which are part of the training and the test dataset. Double-clicking into the data, we reviewed the distributions of the numerical features with the help of histograms. You could see here for two features, previous claim and annual income, both are right skewed, indicating the need for some transformation. Health score is a near normal, probably no transformation needed. And there are other features like credit, score, age, which are kind of near uniform and probably no need of any transformation. A similar distribution of categorical features using box plots. We looked at sample data, 3 seats, so that each time there is a different sample data for which the box plots are available. The categorical features were gender, marital status, education level, occupation, location, policy type, customer feedback, smoking status, and exercise frequency. What we found is each time, even though the sample data is different, the distributions were similar. There were no clear pattern and no major difference across the different values of the categories. We looked at skewness. As we already saw, annual income and premium amount are right skewed and probably can have log or square root transformation. Previous claims is moderately skewed because the skewness is between 0.5 to 1. There we can look at square root transformations. For the rest of the features, for the rest of the numerical features, we did not consider any transformations. This is how the histogram looked before and after the transformation. The skewness is before transformation and after the log transformation and the square root transformation. So we probably looked at square root transformation is probably a better one than the log transformation. Talking of correlation, there is no clear correlation of any of the features with the target. The highest correlation is probably the 0.05, which is still a weak correlation, which is the previous claims to the premium amount. We also saw a negative correlation, the credit score and annual income, but again, this is also very small and weak. So in conclusion, there is no linear relationship between any of the features and the premium amount, which would mean that we have to look at non-linear or tree-based models such as random forest or XGBoost for handling this non-linear relationship better. Correlation of sample data with different seeds did not show anything different, and it was similar to the correlation that was plotted with the full data set. Then review the correlation of the categorical features. We ran a chi-square test of the various features and looked at if they are all statistically significant. Turns out that all of those features are shown as statistically significant. For each of these categorical features, depending upon the type of the categorical feature, whether they are binary, ordinal, or nominal, we kind of also decided on the kind of encoding that is required. For binary and ordinal category types, we can look at ordinal encoding. For nominal, it is 1 out 10 encoding. After exploratory data analysis, the next step is data pre-processing and cleaning. We should look at how do we handle missing values. So we looked at the mean and the median values and the outliers for the numerical features. Wherever we have outliers, as we already saw, previous claims and annual income, we can use median imputation. If there are no outliers, we can look at mean imputation. And if there is any discrete values, probably look at mode imputation. For all the categorical features, we looked at the most frequent or the mode imputation in order to handle the missing values. Scaling, another important thing, probably not so important for tree-based or an XGBoost models. This might be more prevalent for linear models. But however, as we already saw, for right-skewed, we can look at transformation. For anything that is near normal, we use a standard scaler. Anything that is near uniform or uniform one features, we can look at min-max scaling. By ensuring clean and pre-processed data, we improve the model ability to learn patterns more efficiently. So we then now move to the next step of the next critical step, which is model development. Since the correlation suggested non-linear relationship, we have used XGBoost for building the model. We have trained the model on 80-20 trained test splits for validation. As we discussed earlier, there are various strategies that were applied in terms of transformation, imputation, encoding, and scaling. We also looked at the various hyperparameter tuning opportunities in terms of the number of trees, the depth for each tree, the learning rate, the samples for each tree, the feature selection for each tree, and various other parameters on which the model was built and trained on. In spite of all these efforts, in spite of carrying out the different hyperparameter tunings and different strategies for data cleaning and pre-processing, our train R square kit couldn't improve beyond 0.12, and validation R square turned out to be 0.04, indicating there is a degree of overfitting and the inability for generalization. We in fact tried multiple permutations and combinations, building the model with full load of training data, partial load of training data, taking help of randomized search CV to tune the hyperparameters, look at optimum values for hyperparameters during very feature engineering option, other feature engineering options that is probably not be listed within the slide. Also looked at training the model only on high impact features, dropping some of the low impact features. In spite of all this, the R square improvement was very minimal. We then tested the model with 0.8 million test records. And finally, we're able to save the submission file for Kaggle purpose. A real-world challenge of machine learning from this is that the data quality and future importances play a very important role in the performance of the model. We had to then save the model using joblib so that we could reload the model without the need for any retraining. Gradio was used for, that's a Python-based tool, which is used for easy web development. Gradio provides a public shareable link. The users can click on the public shareable link, enter the values of the different fields, and then get predictions of premium amount almost instantly. The advantages of this deployment is we looked at a cloud deployment. There is no local installation required, and this works on any device, laptop, mobile, tab. Let's summarize the findings. Insurance premium doesn't depend on any one single feature which can strongly predict the premiums, right? It is a complex interaction between the various features. The linear models fail. We have to probably rely on the non-linear or a tree-based model for a better fit. The performance of this model, the value of R square and RMSE couldn't improve much, indicating that probably there is a need for more advanced techniques, deep learning, Ansible stacking, or any other advanced feature engineering techniques that are required. Previous claims, annual income, health score, customer feedback, income per dependent, education level, these stood out as the most important features out of the given data set. That, in conclusion, this project demonstrated an end-to-end scenario from data understanding till the deployment of the model. I've given a screenshot of the submission file that we had to upload in Kaggle and the score that we have got in the Kaggle. Let's quickly review the gradient deployment, XGBoost 8% predictor. I've already entered some values and there is a prediction that the model has made. Let's probably change any one value. Let's say I change probably custom feedback and poor, and then submit. You see here, the prediction has changed. So this is how the model has been deployed. Thank you for your time. I'm happy to take any questions. Thank you.
Awesome. That looks much better. Okay, great. So now just wanted to check once. Everybody's going to take about 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. I know some of you have understood, some of you have probably not. And on the chat, first person to self-evaluate will be Anand. Okay? Remember the rubric? The evaluation metric is this one. Okay, guys? I'll show you to you once again. Just, even if you don't know, just put your best guess there, okay? If you've joined late, also no problem. Those of you watching this on YouTube, also just follow along. So this was Anand, who has finished a 1-year certification program from IIT Madras, and this one, who's towards the end. This was his final, you can think of it like Viva, capstone, or the final presentation. So if you have just joined in, no problem. Just evaluate based on these parameters. What are the 5 parameters? Presentation, the aesthetics and all of that. Technical concepts, code, algorithm, overall communication, LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn post. We're going to look at the LinkedIn as well. Give me one quick minute. Okay, let's go to the LinkedIn. So I'm going to live Google because this is how recruiters are going to Google you. Okay. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, so so the first thing is we're going to be looking at, so the LinkedIn has 3 to 4 important concepts. One is your banner. So this banner, okay, then this photo, okay. So you see the 2 photos, type 2 in the chat box. If you can see the photos, if you're watching this on YouTube, type in the comments as well. Then his name seems correct in the sense like the format and everything. Some people have like small caps and all that. Then all the keywords on your title, very, very important. You have to write the keywords that you want to be, you're trying to get into, okay. Company looks okay. Contact info. So make mental notes about all of this, okay. Okay. I don't know. I think you can even list your email. Yeah. Okay. Let's go next. Open to work is fine. Okay, small question here. This one, you're looking for collaboration opportunities. You're looking for job or you're looking for consulting?
Uh, Probably both. I don't know. Yeah, not it. Probably job is what I started with, but yeah, we have to see.
Okay, so never, one thing is, even if you're confused in the mind, never
Yeah,
portray confusion.
yeah.
What suppose you go to a restaurant. If the person asks you, do you want idli or vada? First time you say, I want idli. Second time you say, I vada. Will the person give you something or he'll not give you anything? What will happen?
He is
There'll be
confused. Yeah,
no, there'll be no outcome. Okay?
yeah, correct.
There'll be no outcome. Never ever. I know we are all confused in our minds. That's okay. You can come back to your bed or bathroom and be confused. But when you are out there, only single, only one thing should be there. In fact, you should be thinking of only one thing. It's remarkably hard, but you should always be only focused on one thing, even to the recruiter, hiring manager. For 5 years, you should not change your goal. Okay? For 5 years, you should not change your goal. Why? 5 years means it is a 10,000 hour rule. Nothing happens without 10,000 hours. Okay? Are we clear? If you're clear with this, type one in the chat box. Only one goal. You cannot deviate from the goal. If you're deviating from the goal, try it for 1 year. And then if you've exhausted everything, then you can deviate from the goal. So if you say or, which is a mistake I also used to make, don't do that. Why?
Mm.
Again, the waiter is going to get confused. When there's confusion, he's not going to ask you, hey, I think idli is better. So why don't you have idli? Nobody's going to ask that because it's all, everybody's attention is like a goldfish. Less than 1 second, you'll have attention. Okay. Okay. One more thing, if you're trying to do AI, why don't you? This is not congruent with this. Building expertise in AI and machine learning is not congruent with this. No, there is no AI word only in your skill.
Yeah,
Yeah. And one
but
more thing is,
this part
yeah,
I have to update because you had told me last time also. I think I have not yet updated.
very critical, very
I missed
critical.
this.
Why
Correct.
is India winning all the World Cups? Option A, because it loves batting and it's only focusing on batting. Option B, it does not like fielding and bowling, but it's very focused on that. You guys understood that? Option A, batting is a sexy thing, but batting doesn't win matches, doesn't win tournaments. Bowling, fielding are unsexy things. You have to focus on the unsexy. Updating LinkedIn, reading to recruiters is very boring. Your mind will push you away from doing that. But unless you do that heavy lifting, you guys want opportunities, right? High paying opportunities. So this is what you have to focus on. Writing algorithms, writing code is a very sexy thing. Do you guys agree with me on that? So you have to like same thing, same mistake I used to make for IIT preparation. Maths, physics, chemistry. Chemistry was boring. It's mundane. I never focused on it. I like, but maths is very easy. Physics is very easy. So you have to focus on that. I'm not asking you to update. I'm asking you why you did not update. The, the subtle reason, subconsciously. We actually give LinkedIn a very bad treatment. Don't do that. If you don't market, if you don't sell, you're gone. Okay? I've been telling this again. Why don't you put this in the first? Building expertise in AI and machine learning. Put that as like a Gen AI. Put in the first beginning.
Yeah.
Again, I'm too confused. This see, even if I put a word count, okay. If I do a word count, like I'm just a layman, okay? I'm doing a word count analysis. Not word count, sorry, word cloud. My bad. My bad. I don't know why my net is slow. Okay, sorry, I forgot about the. Okay, let's finish his entire this one. Okay, take a look at this, and then you have 5 minutes to evaluate him, and then on a scale of all of this, and then you can talk about your. We can give his rubric. Okay, I'm going back to the rubric, and timer is set. In 5 minutes, we're going to come back. Everybody okay with that? Take us. You have to type it in the chat, okay, and type it to everybody. First, Anand will do it. First person to do it will be Anand, okay? Yeah, let's take 5 minutes. Type using the exact rubric. What is rubric? This step-by-step grades. Okay, fast. Okay, Anand's evaluated himself. You guys done? Chop chop. Mona and the others. Santosh, you're a little senior. You could have yours. Cool. Okay. So here is the quick okay, awesome. Cool. Okay. So Anand, most of the what I'm going to do is most of the first 3, 4 concepts we finished last time, right? It was done in
Yeah.
the previous session. So I'll just go straight on LinkedIn and the deployment. I think the deployment is really good. So now you're more confident about the load and all of that. But I don't know if you have submitted a live link.
Uh, the link, what I read is the link stays for only some time. I mean, it's not a, it's not,
Okay.
you have to do some other deployment if it has to be a live link, right?
That's okay. Never mind. Yeah, they make you pay. Like the freemium is the where they'll suck you in and then they make you pay. No
Yeah.
problem. That's fine. I think the deployment was really good. That's good. Okay, so that is one. And so when I do a word cloud, right, you have to be really clear about where you want to go, right? So again, so if I ask, let's say, okay, let's do. Look at this. Good. Plug in the words. Okay. Now I have this. Okay, so it's coming as leadership, expertise. AI has come a little bit. So I think you should take each one of your paragraphs and check what is the word cloud. Okay,
Sure. Yeah.
that's very important because that'll be like the determination of how your opportunities come. Next, let's look at this. So this is going to generate the word cloud here.
I'm still seeing this notepad only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I was actually looking at this. Okay, so what I
Oh,
did is I
yeah.
went to Chat GPT and I just put the word cloud. Please generate a word cloud for the below words. So leadership AI transformation. Now
Oh,
this word cloud is like Oracle team transformation. So your heading is
understood.
not congruent with your body. Now,
Yeah,
like I said, it's a waiter, a recruiter. Not that I'm making an analogy, like somebody who's coming in. Now, if suppose you go to a restaurant and you ask him, hey, I'm confused between idli and vada, you will not have an outcome. Got it? Because the person serving you will not have clarity on what you want. So here it's completely different. Migrations technology. So it seems like it's a little bit of no clarity there. Okay, that's one. Now let's look at the posts. Why are you not going after insurance or
no, I think
healthcare? There's no single
healthcare
word health.
is one post I had recently done on healthcare. I mean,
No, no, there are three sections, right? One is your title, one is your body, and one is your post. These are three different real estate opportunities for you to really crush it. So you're a
yeah,
technology leader here. There is no, like, this technology leader has not, like, in your banner, there's nothing about healthcare, no?
okay. Mm.
Right? Only one theme, one theme, one. So right here, technology leader, transforming enterprise with digital and cloud solutions, interest in healthcare. So here also write healthcare. You can get rid of governance. There's no governance much, no? Here also now you shuffle this and write about healthcare and only what you want to be, only where you are. Pretend as if and then do that, okay? Now, one minor thing is, I don't know why you're not, I know it's been over 20 years, but you have to write your subjects something, right? Some
Uh,
GPA or something. That'll make it complete. Now, when you're a leader, one thing I like leadership is you have to write your revenue impact.
mm.
It is very like, even I'm seeing this within my organization. Many of my staff members don't know what's the revenue and the goal. Like, how are you helping the team? Key accomplishments, spearheaded product modernization initiatives, comma. Finally, you say, okay, impacted over $1 million, something like that.
So it is there in my CV. Probably I have to bring it here. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah,
Your
that
CV is your LinkedIn, guys.
correct. I don't. That is I got the message.
Okay.
Yeah,
You cannot go like this is like going on a marriage proposal or a date, but not wearing a suit or a tie. Unless you are Mark Zuckerberg or Donald Trump, you cannot get away. And even they wear suits and ties. You cannot. You just cannot go to like. How will you go to? Suppose you're going to first day of school. Will you shine your shoes or will you just go with like some riffraff? Those are like basic hygiene, right?
right. Yeah.
Suppose you're going to meet some business presentation. Will you brush your teeth or will you just go without? Then you can't say, "Oh, I forgot my brush. My brush is there. It's there in the house, but I forgot to like brush and come." Okay. Again, so because you have like lot of important things, here. Leadership means money should come. If you don't talk about money, the other thing is people will be like, "Oh, he doesn't have any ROI kind of thinking." Then you have to be very heavy on the IC. That means you have to be an extraordinary programmer or a developer. That's what I'm my reading. Okay. Okay. These at least only these two experiences you can change. No. Conduent and
I will.
program delivery mean. Yeah,
Yes.
this will cover the last 5 years, 10 years. That's enough.
Yeah.
Don't have to change everything else. And this, and only healthcare. Stick to one and just put only one theme. Only one theme. Without that, you won't get an outcome. You'll be stuck here. And then you, because we love to like sort of keep on going back, we'll keep saying, okay, that is one. Let's look at the post here. Okay, this is nice. Very nice. Very good. So healthcare is vast. It's $1 trillion thing. You got to go with a very narrow cross section.
Yeah.
Okay. See, let me give you an example. So suppose you have to hire a photographer for a wedding. Okay. Now some wedding is coming up, you have to hire a photographer. Now there are so many photographers out there. There's wildlife, there's baby photographers, there's function photographers, so many photographers are there. And now there's an expert photographer who's very, very good in all photos. That's one. Case A. Now his name is John. Now Mary is there. She is only a specialist in wedding photography, but she's not as experienced as John. Now you are trying to hire this photographer for your daughter's wedding. Whom will you hire, John or Mary? The
Wedding
more
photography. Yeah.
seasoned, experienced guy who is a generalist or a specialist lady who only does wedding photography. She might be only half experienced. Whom will you hire?
Wedding
You will
photographer.
hire, you should be hiring Mary, right? Because she's
Yeah.
only talking to wedding photographers, wedding photographers. So you should have only one theme, right? This is the problem, like in the job market. Like a lot of people are becoming very full stack, like journalists. That's you will just be speaking to empty recruiters. But if you say only healthcare, you'll say no to so many opportunities. Okay, so you're getting some feedback now. So this, I think you didn't change this, right? Old ones. These are old ones, right?
These are the old ones. Yeah, yeah.
You got to post every day. You'll get traction.
Sure.
You got to keep posting every day, only on healthcare and insurance, and only on the basics, on a role that you want. Okay, cool. I think this is good. Okay, cool. With that, okay, everybody, let's hit it for Anand, who has finished this successfully. And I'll be evaluating this. We'll be evaluating and giving it to you by next week itself. You know, the details of whether it's a yes or a no. Awesome. With that, so we come. Let's hit it for Anand. Let's go in 3 seconds. Three. So in 3 seconds, you got to unmute and say more power to you. More power to you, to Anand. Okay. So let's go in 3 seconds. Three, two, one. Let's go.
More power to you, Anand.
More power to you,
More power to
Anand
you,
sir.
Anand.
More power to
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Awesome.
More
Awesome.
power to
Cool.
you.
Cool. Thank you. Now next. So I thank you, everybody. So what I'm going to do is now it's been a long time since I did the inner circle values. So we're going to be going through the values. And Ashmit, I know we have to connect with your updates, but okay, I found the values really, really important to stay on track. We've been doing this time and again. Okay. What is the vision of this community? Well, the goal is to make AI blockchain coaches. We also started with sales. So AI blockchain courses, we have about 14, 15 courses coming up this year. But primarily, the three values that we have are tech, spirituality and being family oriented. Now, tech has like one endpoint, which is certification. Coaches has one endpoint, which is, making more money. Sales also is making more money, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, if you are in the AI piece, complete the certification. No matter what, just complete it, right? Do whatever it takes to do that. If you're in the coaches, no matter what, start earning money. You have to earn money. Okay, very, very, very important. Same thing ditto with sales. Sales is high ticket sales in the US, right? Because each of them have different outcomes. Now, problem the problem that at least we are trying to solve is current education techniques are not the best. Okay, there's a lot of rote learning, etc. There's no application, and the mission is to build a community of 20,000 value powered coaches, scientists, professionals, and create value driven people and use technology to solve meaningful problems. And the vision to collectively empower as many people to live a rich and peaceful life. Okay, rich means with money, peace, because you can, there are two states, there's happiness and sadness. You'll always oscillate between them. Peace is something you can always do, right? So that's EQ plus SQ plus IQ. EQ is emotional quotient, SQ spiritual, and IQ things that a lot of people do not have. Okay, so to that end, we have all of my programs are designed like, right? Now, code of honor, very, very important to have a code of honor. Think independent as much as possible. Think independent and try to solve everything from first principles or basics. Very, very important. Have a world class work ethic and have flawless long hours. Long hours. What is long hours? Hard work is not something that I don't know what hard work is like in the sense. Long hours. You should be able to sit for long hours. If you're spending one, then split two, two, four, four, 8. See where you kind of keep pushing because you have to be mission driven, right? And personal branding is very important. I've said at least for the AI and the blockchain, you have to build your LinkedIn, right? For coaches, also very, very important. For sales folks, also it's very, very important. Integrity, having a very, very high caliber of honesty, and so many of my programs which I have recorded, etc., are there. Plus our partner programs also. These are ones which I have vetted, which I have seen. So make sure that you go through them at that time properly. And it's a long journey. It's a good journey. Take care of yourself. If you guys are with me so far, because we are not here for something very, very short term, right? You'll be here for life. I've been doing this for 3, 4 years. Even before that, about 7 years. 2018 was when I first started teaching. But your values are what's the most important. Okay. Type V if you are with me so far. Type V if you agree with me, because your values will be the ones that will take you extremely, extremely, extremely long term. Because the devil is inside us, right? You'll get motivated, you'll get demotivated, but the community will be there for you throughout. Okay. Efficiency, money loves speed, right? Money loves speed, everything. So make sure you implement things fast. You don't have to be perfect, just get it done, right? And abundance, Be open to a lot of opportunities. The more you give, the more you'll receive. I've seen that. Why is this important for an AI certification or a blockchain certification or a coaches or sales? I've seen that again and again, right? It'll the thoughts in our head will keep gnawing you. So be positive and keep giving no matter what, right? Charity, it's been a while since we've done charity, but we're going to do it the next time you come in. 5% of your time and 5% of your net worth. Be unemotional about it and donate to charity of a choice. I have lots of charities we have done. Very proud to say that we've done over, I think about 4-5 lakhs we have donated to charity. Why is it important? Unless you give, you're not going to get back, right? So be unemotional about it. I used to have a different bank account where I should put money and then directly send it out. Got it. Okay, what are your goals? So for AI, make sure you write your goal card depending on which set of program you're in or what you have access unlocked. Write a specific goal with a timeline. Got it? And listen to Earl Nightingale twice a day. Very, very important, right? These are the set of roadmaps. If you're in the Python, programming concepts, EDA, etc. If you're in the machine learning, all of the aspects up to all of the algorithms, Gen AI, so on and so forth, deep learning, so on and so forth. Then you have different membership levels, bronze, silver, gold. And finally, what we're going to be doing right now is we will pause here and take any questions that you guys might have. Got it? Let's open to any questions that you might have. Mona, how's your health? What happened to you?
Much better.
Okay, how's your uncle?
Yeah, they're all good.
Okay, very nice. Awesome. Okay, cool. So any other questions you have for me?
Yeah, I have so far my earlier profile was in networking and telecom, and it was in software development. So now I want to move on to in AI. I prefer healthcare. So directly how in my LinkedIn post you said we have to focus on one thing, right? So how do I bring it in?
Okay, good. So see, what you can do is one way to suppose you guys are confused about which path to choose, no? Why do you want to do healthcare?
Because I think I'm passionate about that.
Okay, why?
I'm interested.
Okay. So what you do is you work backwards from your end goal. Suppose, so I'll just give you an example of Anand, right? So he was looking at a healthcare data set and he liked it, which is in Kaggle or etc. So find a problem that you like. So I was doing, I don't know, many of you probably know it or not. I used to do computer vision models for the eyes, and the X-rays. So I like that problem. So I picked up a data set in Kaggle or like a public platform. Then I worked backwards. Then I had like a public leaderboard and I worked for it for 3 to 6 months. That could be a good area for your whatever, 1-2 months. So take that end goal and then work backwards from it, right? Then as you're solving that problem, you start getting a lot of ideas, right? And you have a little bit of skill already, in at least EDA and all of those. So start writing small things. So suppose you like the same insurance problem in healthcare or predicting if the person is going to renew his insurance or not. So in healthcare, so you take up that problem and then you start working backwards. Okay, today I did the EDA, today I did this. LinkedIn, you have to post 3 times. So that way, what will happen is first week, second week, third week, first month, second month. By third month, you'll start getting results. People will start seeing your profile. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Actually, for my first problem that I picked, I started working almost I was about to present. That was in loan prediction. So I mean, loan approval prediction. So further on, next deep learning AI, which I'm going to pick, that I can pick in healthcare and do it for the hot seat presentations.
Yeah, you can do that. But you can do that. But you can work on this itself. No, you take this to the next level.
Which one, sir?
No. So loan one you finish and you submit, and then you can do the other one.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay,
And
cool.
in LinkedIn post, I've been posting earlier before I went on leave. I was posting thrice a week, and that was generic on Gen AI, that I was posting. So now I have to pick some medical problem related like topic
Tweak
and
it a
post?
little, no? Just tweak it a
Oh,
little and post. Yeah. Cool.
okay.
Okay, cool. Let's hit it for Mona. Let's go in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
More power to you.
More power to you, Mona.
What about you, Munna?
Okay. Arka Rao, student. Good to see you after some time. How are you? I think you're on mute. Did you finish college?
Yeah. No, sir. I know it's been a while, and I'm pretty sure you must be thinking I said why I suddenly vanish. Well, the thing is that was having a really hectic few months because life just hits you suddenly in the face.
Yeah.
Well, suddenly there were many things after coming to third year. So, like I had to organize events, then I have to sit for exams, then gate exam came, then internships and placement season is also coming. So, like many things are happening. That's why, like, completely.
No problem. It's okay.
Sorry,
Good
sir.
thing is you're back. That's awesome.
Sorry, sir.
Good thing you're back. And so many people. One thing I had to share is Arka is really smart. I think, and he's also well read. I remember in January, when he was attending sessions, he was also high on recall. But student life is difficult. Yeah, I think now it's more stressful than my time of
Yeah,
it.
like from second year, like things were from second year to third year, the amount of people calling you and they are contacting you to manage things is exponential. Suddenly you're in everyone's eyes and you have to make things and build stuff. It's
Okay,
like total ball.
good. Awesome. Let's hit it for Arka. Let's go in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. More power to you, Arka.
More power to you, Arka.
What about you?
Okay, awesome. Anybody else with questions? Santosh, are you there?
Yeah. Hello everyone. So
Yeah.
this is my first session, I can say. So just want to understand actually the flow and all for this program.
Yeah, sure. So we meet once or twice a week. So Tuesdays, you have access to all of the modules. They're sequentially unlocked. Okay. So based on how you finish the modules, it's a little bit of gamification. So you'll get all of the other modules, either with my modules or the partner modules. Partner modules is where we have licensed or I have bought those programs. So you'll get that. Okay.
Okay.
That is one. And Tuesdays we have these Q&A or a hot seat or a final like a capstone certification for the different members. Those are the two things. Tuesdays 8 p.m. IST, and get all of the recordings in the hackathons or the inner circles. Sometimes we have live sessions on different topics which is rotating on Thursdays
Okay.
8 p.m.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And one more thing basically. So like I have already done PGP in AI and ML. So just want to understand, are we covering agentic AI and generative AI also in this program so that I can get some more deep understanding in this area?
Yeah. I've seen your email. I'll respond to that. Yeah. So like I said,
Yeah.
we have all of the programs. There is some which is there with me, and then some. These are all sequentially unlocked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. The other modules will be sequentially unlocked. So you guys keep preparing and keep pushing along and stay here. Be connected to the community. Okay. Cool. Let's hit it for Santosh Kumar. Let's go in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
More power to you.
What about
More
you,
power to you,
Santosh?
Santosh. Cool. Awesome. Cool. Any other questions or okay, cool. So with that, we do one sec. So what I would love for you guys to do is okay, what I would love for you guys is whatever you have genuinely sort of learned from the session, if I could request you to give a genuine positive feedback of the 3 things that you liked about the community or so far of your experience, I would appreciate it. Is that fair? And only then drop, guys. Yeah. What are the 3 things that you like so far? And what did you learn? Just right here, I've kept the link on the chat. And maybe I'll pay some. Yeah, 3 things that you like. I would request you to give a I'll be slightly shameless, a 5-star rating, so that you can attract good quality students and professionals as well. What did you learn? What did you like so far about the energy? Please genuinely write that. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll play some awesome music.